I try to reclaim my seat from a stubborn bobcat that just won't budge. Imagine settling into your favorite spot, only to find a furry interloper has taken over. That's what happened to me recently, and I couldn't believe my eyes. A bobcat, with eyes as piercing as they are calm, had claimed my seat as its own. The challenge was on. How do you deal with a wild animal that seems completely unfazed by your presence? I mean, I've heard of pets taking over the couch, but this was on a whole different level. The bobcat just lounged there as if it owned the place. At first, I tried to shoo it away, but it didn't budge. I even attempted to offer it some food, thinking that would encourage it to leave. Nope, it just gave me a nonchalant look and continued to claim its territory. I was starting to feel like I was in some kind of wildlife sitcom. The more I observed the bobcat, the more I realized just how serious this situation was. Wild animals, no matter how cute or seemingly harmless, deserve our respect and caution. So I decided to learn more about bobcats and their behavior. Bobcats are known for their territorial nature. They mark their territory with scent and often return to their favorite spots. This little guy had probably claimed my seat as its own and wasn't about to give it up. It's not uncommon for bobcats to venture into human spaces, especially if they're feeling threatened or if they're searching for food. In fact, bobcats are solitary animals and usually only come together for mating. They're also nocturnal, which means they're most active at night. So, it's likely that this bobcat had wandered into my space while I was out or asleep. Who knew that my favorite seat had become a bobcat hotspot? As I continued to observe the bobcat, I noticed something interesting. It started to groom itself, completely unbothered by my presence. It was as if it had decided that I was no longer a threat, or maybe it just didn't care. Either way, it was clear that this bobcat was in charge. The key moment came when I decided to slowly back away and give the bobcat some space. I didn't want to stress it out or make it feel threatened. To my surprise, the bobcat didn't even flinch. It just kept on grooming, completely focused on its own little world. I took that as my cue to leave it be and find another spot to hang out. In the end, I learned a valuable lesson about respecting wildlife and their unexpected behavior. When we coexist with wild animals, it's essential to prioritize their safety and ours. So if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, remember to stay calm and give them space. If you've had any wild animal encounters, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you're interested in more wildlife stories, be sure to check out my video about a hawk's unexpected visit to a backyard garden.